Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday to you. I hope everybody is doing well. We've got a special show that we are going to get back to doing once a month called Meet the High Rollers. These are the people who are helping to put me through college. I appreciate their support, with their high level memberships. This is also a stream that we do broadcasting live to the general public. It's not behind a members wall, for lack of a better way of saying things. So we are greatly privileged with two of the high rollers today, and maybe more on the way for the 20 of you that are here in the audience. I'm joined by producer extraordinaire. And gosh, so many more things. Six is here today. How are you, Six?
Well, I feel like smoking a cigar after that music.
Well, thank you.
Which I like. I liked it. I don't like cigars, but that's how I feel.
And it feels, that music feels exactly, that's my mood this morning. That's my mood. That's where I'm at. I've got, it's kind of that warm up lounge jazz thing. Yeah, like that. And of course, we also have somebody from the Great White North, the man who, his channel's enormous. His voice is incredible, and he lives someplace prettier than you do. It's CC Karaoke. Good morning, sir.
That's how I like to do. I live on wheels, so I can drive to a different place if I don't like the one I'm at. That's how I end up here, just looking at this every morning.
Mike does not see that the link is in the actual community tab since yesterday. Mike, you know what, Six, can you put it in the group, please?
Yes.
Anyway. It's good to see all of you this morning. There's lots of he just realized it's actually in the community tab.
That's usually where it is.
Anyway, we've it's been a while since we've done one of these, so I owe you. So I'm sorry. We're going to be doing these more regular. I've managed to figure out a way to make Sundays a little longer in my world. Speaking of long Sundays, last Sunday was extra long for a Father's Day weekend Sunday. I was trying to limit the late night culture show to 90 minutes, and Six and her pals decided that wasn't happening.
That was too much fun. That was an actual live stream worth watching on the replay. I never watch live streams on the replay, but my gosh, that was fantastic. It
was fun. We had such a good time, and I think all of the folks had a really good time on the stream and in that were watching the stream. It was a good time. I didn't mind not sleeping as much as I'd hoped. So it was fine. And I'm sure tonight we'll try again and I'll fail again and it'll be madness. So, but Six, tell everybody what you do, because you do an awful lot for a lot of people, and I don't think people often ask you that.
Well, I mostly try to keep Tom out of trouble.
Okay.
And I do some stuff for Midnight's Edge. I keep track of the super chats and the member chats, along with a lot of help from CC Karaoke. And I try to stay on top of the news. I have oodles of I know some people, they have a bunch of monitors. I have a 16-inch laptop and my phone. And I have a million tabs open during a stream, and I try to stay on top of what's new and breaking. And if somebody has a super chat about a story, I try to put the link in the private chat. It's a balancing act, and it stresses me out because I'm very type A, very anal. What are you pointing at?
This guy, look at him. He's all fancy.
I know, he's sexy.
I love it. He's all fancy.
I traded off the view so you could actually see the high roller. It's Meet the High Rollers, right, or something like that.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. But so that's what I do.
Well, and I noticed that by doing it on such limited devices, I'm impressed at how skilled you are. Because I mean, honestly, there's stories that you pick up before I do. There's stories that you pick up before the audience does in the background. I mean, you're just firing off like all kinds of news missives. It's fantastic. So
I get hundreds of emails every day and I have to like filter through all that to try to, and honestly, sometimes, and you've seen it, Culture, because you're there. Sometimes I post stories in the private chat that are garbage, or why are you posting this? I send stuff to Tom all the time, and I'm sure he's thinking, why did you send me this? But I'm not great at, doing a summary and saying, this is why I'm sending you to this. Look at this paragraph. Sometimes I screenshot it. It's just, I try. It's like a freight train going downhill once we go live.
But it's a fun freight train.
Oh yeah.
Horseradish Power sends a £2 sterling super chat saying, afternoon, Culture Casino. Hope you are well and good. I am, and hopefully all the other folks on the panel are. Thank you for the £2 sterling. That's proper money. I should get that right. We really appreciate it. Of course, I don't have any clips on this stream because I didn't get them up. I think maybe there's one. Oh, there's one I could play. Here it is.
Wow, it's generous. I don't really get that kind of money, but glad you do. So thanks.
Anyway, so there you go. That's the only one I've uploaded right now. But we are joined by another person who I will introduce in just a moment. It's Mexican Iron Man. How are you doing?
I'm embarrassed. I am ashamed, and I owe you an apology. Get this. I was not a high roller, and according to my YouTube channel memberships, I was operating under one of these ghetto free memberships as a member, and that's why when I thrown in the 6 Minute Daily, I'm a member, but I'm a ghetto member, not a full high roller. Apparently, my membership to you, Loki's Mornings of Mischief, and 3 other channels that I'm the top tier for were all deactivated.
Yeah.
Wow.
That issue has been remedied, sir.
I saw that.
I have updated my payment profile. I apologize for my harassment in recent weeks. I apparently was a Mexican ghetto moron non-high roller.
Well, you know what? You have nothing to apologize for, sir. You support a great many channels, and I truly, truly appreciate you.
But
and
I think I made it up with all my super chats every day.
Yeah, I think you do. By the way, all of your show suggestions designed to get me killed are interesting, to say the least.
Hold on, 6 says my microphone sounds like crap. Hold on.
Yeah, that's not what I said. I said you sound fine, but you sound like you're in the bathroom. Doesn't he sound like he's in the bathroom, Jack?
It says in the private chat. It says, "Wait, hold on. Let me fix
this. Test.
Oh, there we go.
Test. 6. Does it now sound like instead of being naked in the bathroom, I'm now naked next to you?
You get an A+ on that test.
One of the purposes here is to like introduce everybody to you guys in a way that I don't think you guys get. Like, for example, we were just talking to Six and all of the stuff that Six does and how she helps to manage things. A lot of people don't never understand just what she does for so many different channels, whether it be Tom, Midnight's Edge, or even me. Six seems to come through for everybody. Speaking of somebody who comes through regularly, CC Karaoke down here, Mr. I'm cooler than you. Check out my amazing views. A lot of people don't know what he does. Well, he does a lot more than karaoke. In fact, he's often found on shows regularly talking about things that aren't karaoke, but he does do karaoke, and it's always a lot of fun when I'm able to attend, which isn't often enough. But CC, tell other people what you do, because maybe they don't understand that you are a road warrior.
What do I do? I sit here and I enjoy the view, but no, I'm a bit of a workaholic in that sense. I work. I make karaoke all day, every day. I mean, I started at the bars back in like 2008, and I went on stage. You get up there, you're on stage, you want to sing your song, and the backing music is just total crap. So that inspired me to well, if it sucks, I might as well do it myself. And so that's how I started that. And then I guess music's universal. So sort of after The Force Awakens, but definitely after The Last Jedi, I got pretty fed up with all my favorite, superheroes and favorite franchises being ground into the ground. And that led me to places like Midnight's Edge and Culture Casino, and music being universal. I found karaoke fans in those communities, and it allowed me to connect with everyone. And I've done it in other communities now too. So it's been a lot of fun just proliferating out there and hanging out.
Yeah, I think that you're I like I said, I think you have a unique gift. I really do appreciate the karaoke streams, but your opinions on and your thoughts on a lot of the subjects that we come across day to day are amazing. I really do appreciate your insights. And look, I mean, you bring that whole Canadian thing, like you and Script Doctor and Chato and everybody, where you're well spoken, you know. Which,
I'm told we all sound the same, and that no
Oh.
one can tell who's speaking when
Oh.
there's a Canadian speaking on the panel.
Well, it's just because you're very calm, and I mean, you know, and that it's just like this real chill energy, which we like I said in our sphere, we don't usually have a lot of high ampere rhetoric and hyperbole that's fired out in the world. So, like I said, when it's y'all from Canada, it's excellent. But aside from traveling all these amazing places and stuff in your wonderful traveling studio and putting karaoke today, is there anything that, you know, particularly got you fired up? That I mean, obviously you said Star Wars, but
well, it was everything, right? It was Star Wars, Star Trek, Marvel went down the tube. I mean, no, but the big thing really was The Last Jedi. That was the last straw, so to speak, and that got me onto the internet looking for something and some group of people who echoed my sentiments. And I think I've seen that happen over the last few years in general. Every time something happens, it's someone's breaking point. Like,
yeah, you're
like beer was a breaking point, and it stacks and stacks and stacks over the years until suddenly the majority of people have seen this come to their door, and now they have to actually care about it.
And I agree with you. I think that was it. I think you're 100% right. And it's funny because we seem to add more and more beings to our sphere every time something happens, whether it's a beer or a Target store or anything like that. But moving on to the last person, the guy that just joined us, who was, you know, full of excuses, but he is all forgiven. There was no reason for any of that. And I really wish he'd change his name back to just Mexican Iron Man, because he's not a moron. He's one of my favorite people. Mexican Iron Man, as a matter of fact, according to Horseradish Power for £5 sterling, Mexican Iron Man is a great YouTube pundit personality. Six is a very big force behind the scenes. CC is majestic in his orange glasses and hat. Yes, he is.
Did
Thank
he just
you.
call me fat?
What?
Did he just call me fat?
No, you're a big force. He didn't say you were
I'm
big.
very
fat.
big.
No, that's. I don't think he meant.
I'm just
like,
being a woman. I'm kidding. I know what you meant.
All right, I got to play that same super chat clip because I don't have another one.
Wow, it's generous. I don't really get that kind of money, but glad you do. So thanks.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to update those in the background. But
Good news, culture.
Yeah.
I just finished typing up the agenda for the rest of this 4-hour live stream.
Okay, we're going for an hour. So.
What?
Yeah.
What? Why are we going for an hour? It's the high roller stream. I've been waiting for this for 4 months.
Okay, well,
that's kind of accurate.
Yeah, well, it's 15 minutes per month is what we're working with.
That's not what I was promised. Wait a minute. When I do Ryan Cannell's monthly membership stream, Ryan always goes 2 to 3 hours minimum.
Yeah, well, Ryan's bigger than me, so.
But you always said that you want to be like Ryan.
I want to be. Now I want to be like Mike.
No,
so I can be like Mike.
If I go to Burger King and I hand them money and they hand me an empty bag, and this keeps happening, eventually I'm going to stop going to Burger King.
Well, okay. Except that I only have an hour. Speaking of which.
Okay.
No. You're going to get a new bag of food every month. That's going to happen. But we have a bunch of folks rolling in the door now. SP4H and General Vague.
I know it's the Lord's Day, but the first thought that came to my mind when Six said that was teabag.
Oh my.
Teabagging.
Your mind is someplace. Mikey.
I can just lay back and relax.
So I was trying to give him a proper introduction. Mexican Iron Man is the man behind a lot of channels. I mean, he's hidden in the backgrounds. He's sometimes producing. He's sometimes on a panel and producing. He's sometimes just on panels, but he's always there. I don't know how he does it. He's always doing things on his computer and running his global domination operation.
That's the global empire behind me. This is the planning kit.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's a gaming computer that hasn't been turned on, a lot like Culture Gaming Channel.
Yeah, the problem is, Mike, is you know, the real world gets in the way of all of your best, you know.
So does live streaming 8 to 15 hours a day, like as if you were Tom Connors.
Yeah.
I don't stream 8 to 15. Okay.
For some reason, you never seem to sneak in any karaoke. Well, you did once. You were on CC's channel.
I missed the last one. I was on the previous one, if I remember correctly. I'm in there as often as I can be. So, and I'm being shamed, indeed. Indeed.
Yeah, I don't do karaoke because I can't sing and I sound like crap.
So that's not what karaoke's about.
What are you talking about? That is exactly what it's about. It's about singing.
But it's not about being talented. It's about putting forth your best effort and having fun, right, CC?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, it helps to have a decent like technical setup so that you don't like cut in and out and sound like crap.
That's true.
But you can sound like crap if you sound good.
It's easy to say when you sing like you do. I've heard you a freaking 1,000 times. Yeah, okay. That's like me saying, you know, it's okay, little boy, that you do your taxes at H&R Block. You can do taxes too. But you can't do taxes like Mexican Iron Man does taxes.
I don't know. I got a feeling you could rap really, really well.
Yeah, I think so too.
Well, the hip hop, the culture casino eat dip he never has a high roller stream. And what you get when you pay $25 is promises never kept. And me, the Six, and the crew are gonna try to rock the beat. Well, I am Wonder Mike, and I wonder why I'm a high roller.
Well, technically, you weren't for a while.
I wasn't. I'm so ashamed of myself. I went to log on and I'm like, why can't I see the community tab? Why is there nothing for me? And I'm like, what the fuck? So I log into my dashboard and I'm like, oh my God, I'm on a ghetto free membership. I was at the lowest level because that's what the free ones are, right? So if you get the free ones, they're the lowest level.
Yeah. What's funny is, you know, it's weird. Like the best bargain on YouTube is the lower tier streams usually, or this levels, because you get that free super chat, which we call a member chat, every month.
Dude, I can't wait around for a free member chat. I got too much shit to say. Like, what am I gonna do? Wait, like, okay, it's day 28, day 29. And then if it's a long message, if it's December, I got to wait a whole lot. December 31st. No, I got shit to say. I got show ideas.
All it says is how long you've been a member. You don't get to send a message.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, yeah, actually you do. You get a member super chat once a month. No. And
really?
And it's the equivalent of basically a $5 super chat because of how many characters you're allowed.
Yeah, but I got too much to say. You know,
I agree. Look, I'm not going to turn down your money, Mike.
Here's money to stop grateful. Mike rapping. $2 from irate special test. Okay, you know what? That doesn't feel like a compliment.
Well, no, I think they were more interested in your insights maybe and not your rapping at the moment. I think
he spelled keep wrong. I think he meant to say here is money to keep Mike rapping.
Yeah, that might.
Oh.
I'm sure that's what it was.
Thank you, Irate Specialist, for the $2 thing. I'm going to keep playing the same clip because I have...
Wow, it's generous. I don't really get that kind of money, but glad you do. So thanks.
Thanks for that.
Hey, Six, have you caught any of my amazing new Culture Casino show ideas?
Oh, man.
Hey, we're featuring my contributions to the internet today. Let's take 5 minutes and talk about it.
Yeah.
Six, have you heard of some of my new amazing ideas for Culture Casino new shows?
Let's have them. I'm going to write them down.
Okay, I'll just share some. Well, I've already Culture. Okay, so there's barbecuing with Culture.
Right.
Which is a live stream where Culture is tied to a shish kebab and we light a fire, and what we do is we see how long it takes him to escape.
Why are we tying him to it? Why don't we just jam it up his...
No.
Then he wouldn't be able to escape. Then we lose all the thrill. Although it would be for money, yummy, good time for the barbecue afterwards. That's a good idea. Okay. All right, and then there's this one.
Okay.
Racing with Culture. Okay. In this amazing live stream, we go to Formula One races. We tour, and at each race, Culture runs across the track while trying to avoid your favorite Formula One F1 racer. Yeah.
That one's my favorite so far. Yeah. So it's kind of like what's that? Is that Frogger?
Yeah.
What's the name of that video game?
Yeah, it's like Frogger, but with race cars at 230 miles an hour.
I'm liking it.
Yeah, and then there's last one I'll share, gardening with culture. Ready for this one, Six?
Yes.
Okay, this is my most recent idea. Okay, we live stream where we watch culture cultivate the garden, his garden in the backyard.
Sounds good.
But here's the twist. Mexican Iron Man has strategically placed at random locations genetically altered mutant man-eating Venus fly traps. And so while culture is cultivating the garden, we see if he can survive the morning watering routine.
What if we suspend him from the air so he's like on a trapeze, kind of like Jungle Hunt?
Yeah.
Stay with the video game kind of theme.
Wow.
I'm liking this.
Wow, I like that too.
Almost.
You know what? My idea for Culture's channel is if he just does the minimum and does what he promises, and maybe had some members only videos. Because I was scrolling, I didn't see any. Am I missing them?
The 4 or 5 that I've done, I've had to like take down.
Oh,
the 4 or 5 what?
Member videos I've put together. Yeah.
Why is that?
Because
they were naughty.
Well, no, they were rather embarrassing.
What happened?
Well, a lot of those member ones, with the exception of the one I created to kind of talk about my process for creating like videos before I had Grant doing my editing. But they were me going off very hyperbolically. So they were very embarrassing. And especially since like all 4 of them were me being inaccurate with information, which I despise. And so I like to get things right, which is why I do a lot of research. And if I have a knee-jerk reaction, sometimes it's incredibly frustrating.
Well, speaking of embarrassing, that it couldn't have been that embarrassing because I paid Paulie from Latino Slant $50 to take off his shirt and rub his nipples, and he did it. And that stream is still up.
Yeah.
You could get in front of a barbecue shirtless and cook up some ribs.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Six, I want some ribs right now.
That seems like I could probably do something.
We got to get Culture to 10,000.
I owe you guys, like I said,
5,000. No,
I do owe people some videos, so we'll get on top of that as well. But yeah, I like to be accurate. It's one of the reasons why I have a huge respect for a lot of the people in our sphere, but most importantly, I have huge respect for Valiant Renegade, WDW Pro, Midnight's Edge. The people that I know are getting it right, and I just want to emulate them, and I think that's something to aspire to.
How hard is that? You're on all their live streams like 40 hours a day.
I'm learning. I feel like an intern. I'm getting like a free education.
You've been here for 3 years. Well, you've been here for 3 years.
It's hard to do, man.
What are you talking about? You've been on every live stream talking about every topic, and then you take the same topic. Like I've heard you do the same topic on your 6-minute daily, then at Midnight's Edge, maybe Midnight's Edge After Dark, right. Mr. H reviews, and right. God knows what other channel that you do at night when I already go to bed. And you do all that in a 24 to 36 hour period. You're an expert live streamer. I try to emulate you.
Oh no, I look, I mean, I just try to have a fresh idea around every one of those subjects. I think that's important because again, other people are always going to inform your opinion because you get more information and you're granted more perspectives. And I think that's incredibly valuable. And I think that's why everybody appreciates you, Mike. You do that naturally.
Don't turn this around on me.
That's the truth.
We're talking about you right now.
Let me get to some of these member chats real quick because we did get some, and again, they're wonderful, wonderful vehicles. But first, Mike Barron told Eric July that he wants to write for Rippaverse. That's incredible news. Logic's finest. That's amazing. Mike Barron's one of my favorite creators. I actually have his Florida Man lunchbox sitting next to me right now. So, this was part of his. This is the Florida Man comic he put together, but he made the lunchboxes. So I got a lunchbox and a beach towel and a lot of other things.
Why don't I have that Indiegogo comic? Was that an Indiegogo?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Shit, did I miss that campaign?
It was a while ago. But he's got another one. He's got another Florida Man graphic novel coming up. He's got several. He's very talented. But and of course he always hires great artists.
Dang it, it's closed.
Yeah, you know what? Mike, I may have an extra copy I can shoot you, but
Damn it! See, sometimes I miss these. That I thought you
yeah.
used to be able to get them all. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No,
Son.
you're fine. And it's a great book. You would love it. It's fantastic. But the guy's name on the in the series is Gary. Gary and his lady friend, and she's a wrestler at certain points. So there's a lot of really good fun stuff in there. Very Florida-y. But we got some member chats like Jaffo here. Has been around for 30 months. Thank you, my friend. Great job, Mexican Iron Man. Now do Goodbye Horses. Okay. Mike, fire up that Goodbye Horses thing. I think
I have no idea what that is.
it's
I've
a
never heard
song.
I think.
Sing it, Cece.
I don't know it.
But not
I
well
saw
enough to get a
I
copyright.
saw it
claim.
and I was like, that's the song title. I know it. I don't know the song.
Yeah. Thank you, Jaffo, for being a member that long. We also have Horseradish Power member for 7 months and a very big supporter of this stream, which I didn't monetize, so you didn't have to deal with any commercials, but you guys are well more than making up for it with the super, so thank you. Says, I need to make sure I have this renewed. Well, you are. You're a member, and thank you. Automatic renewal. I have that on all the ones that I'm on. And I mean, like I said, I don't even get to like hang out with the people that I support because I'm usually doing something else. Oh, we've got a big member stream coming up here in a couple of days, right? Tuesday is Midnight's Edge. Yes. Somebody help me with that.
Tuesday.
Okay. Very
Midnight
good.
Is it in the
Edge,
middle of the
member
night
stream.
again?
No. That was wasn't that for Europe's benefit?
Oh
Right?
Yeah.
which is great. Just means that I'm sleeping at.
I'm gonna
2
miss that.
o'clock
I'm
in the
gonna be
morning.
driving to Orlando that day.
But that member stream went so long, it ended up being like okay for US people too. Because US people started waking up and dropping in.
Yeah, exactly. We got another member chat here from Keck44, who's been around for 10 months total. That's fantastic. The famous YouTuber Mexican Iron Man. Yes.
What? No,
Yes.
I'm not a YouTuber.
How do you figure?
I don't live stream on my channel, and I don't put together videos other than my kid or something with Bambino and put them on my channel. That does not make me a YouTuber.
Paul
and I'm not
Chatto.
monetized. I'm not monetized, and I really have no desire to be monetized.
Paul
Okay, well,
Chatto doesn't live stream either on his channel.
But Paul Chato does these amazing produced videos.
I know. He's Canadian, by the way.
Yeah, Canadian people are calm. They're like,
Yeah.
I can't have a gun, but that's okay.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry.
I have the worst prime minister in the world, but so long as they don't arrest
Yeah.
me today, it's okay.
It's okay.
They want me to lock down and wear masks everywhere, but so long as I can do it with the people around me that I love, it's okay. Where's my maple syrup and bacon?
They're going to try to take bacon away from the Canadians.
That's when they'll riot. When they take bacon and maple syrup away from Canadians. No, and hockey. When any of those three things, that's their constitution. In America, we're like second amendment for free speech. America. In Canada, they're like bacon.
But they have Canadian
Actually,
bacon, which is actually ham.
Whatever.
True.
We do love hockey, but we also loved Don Cherry, and without getting too political, that was a breaking point for people. And the ratings for hockey in Canada dropped 30%.
They did,
they
didn't they?
canceled him.
Yeah.
It
they
was legitimate, at least 30%.
Isn't that weird? It's like you don't know what it's going to be, but it's that one thing. And what's brilliant is a lot of people are using the correct word. It's the inflection point, right? So you have you have an inflection point that affects a mass group of humans, and they just there it is. It's just like a stick of dynamite just going off. So it's insane. But we've been seeing a lot of those things. We got Horseradish Power for £5 sterling. My goodness, today's sponsor of the show, Horseradish Power with proper money, £5 sterling. How to improve the Flash? Replace Ezra with Sonic, and they have to unite to stop an invasion from Alf. Sonic wins, places Alf in the Phantom Zone. I'm excited for this movie.
I like that.
Yeah.
I can get behind that.
Yeah, I know. Alf is your favorite villain, isn't it?
Fuck Alf.
I was right.
Fuck Alf.
Yeah. I can get behind this show, Horseradish Power. It sounds like Mikey can. 6. Are you on board for this this fix here?
I'd go see it. Definitely.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, thank you once again, Horseradish Power, for your beautiful suggestion. And I think this is a film I could get behind as well. I'm going to play that clip again.
Wow, it's generous. I don't really get that kind of money, but glad you do, so thanks.
There you go. And the song that was brought up earlier, Goodbye Horses, was the song that Buffalo Bill is singing in Silence of the Lamb. Mike, I think you need to recreate that moment, tuck and all.
Oh, gross. I don't remember him singing in that movie.
I don't remember that movie well enough to remember what he's singing or what that song was or how that song went, so my apologies.
I remember the tuck. I was horrified. That might have been the first time I'd ever seen.
What was the tuck? I don't know what that is either. I don't remember. I haven't seen this movie in like fucking forever.
He was getting ready to make a people suit.
He wanted to be a woman.
Yeah.
So he tucked.
Yeah.
And then he danced in front of the mirror.
Yep. It was very interesting.
Yeah, see, I'm Mexican. We don't do that. So, yeah, I don't know what to say.
Well, Adam's here. What's up, Adam? Great to see Adam. Adam's been a supporter. I think he found me over on Mr. H's streams. So, by the way, Mr. H has been like just killing it, man. Now that he's back and not starving himself for his competition, man, he's crushing it on his channel. So, man, we have, in fact, did you see Pro's crushing it? Valiant's crushing. Valiant was on Breitbart. Did you guys see that?
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Valiant is surprised, but it's funny. I told Jonas the other day. I said, "You watch." I said, between what you Pro and VR are doing, as mainstream media collapses, there's a vacuum for other type of independent, investigative and news journaling to happen. And I said I wouldn't be surprised if. And I told him this last Wednesday or Thursday. I said, you guys are going to wake up one day and realize that you're going to start being quoted as the new media. What happens? The Breitbart thing comes out. And before that, the Batman Comics thing came out. So I'm not surprised. I mean, it's amazing and it's great and it's impressive. Absolutely. But I'm not surprised because I've seen this coming for at least a couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing great analysis and stuff like that. I wish I could do it the way he does it. It's fantastic.
I don't. I like the way you do things. I like the way VR does his thing.
Yeah,
does his things. If everybody was the same, it would be like flip a coin to see who you're going to watch.
Yeah, well, fortunately, I'm not smart enough to do that way.
Oh my God, what do you care more about? You know what? You need to zip it. You're sitting there worried about gaining 10,000 subs, and meanwhile, you are universally loved. You're universally respected. Like me, you get along with everybody. Which, let's face facts. A lot of these channels worry too much about fighting with each other about stupid shit because people in their chats cause fights. You and I don't worry about that. Everybody loves you, culture. Everybody respects you. And frankly, aside from Drunk 3PO, I never seen so many people like become members, give memberships and stuff like that as they do on your channel. It's like you and Drunk 3PO are the most universally loved people.
No, I appreciate that. I appreciate that sentiment.
Right, CC?
Oh, yeah. I mean, why do you think I'm a high roller? It's because I looked at Culture's the guy that everybody wants to invite to their party.
Right.
And it's true because you are awesome.
I tease the crap out of you, but I love you.
I know you guys love me, and I'm Mike. Believe me, I'm not super stoked about 10K because it means I have to take my shirt off. So
dude, if I had the time, I'd create like however many thousand parody accounts, and I would.
Please don't.
If I had the time.
But yeah, you guys are amazing. I appreciate the support.
It's not about sub count. It's about content and importance and relevance and community. I really believe it's not necessarily about sub count.
Hey, you're preaching to the choir because it's something that you and I and Loki tell everybody all the time. I really wish Loki was here because
Loki has no internet right now.
Yeah, I know because he's moving. But yeah, his Wednesday show, his Wednesday YouTube talk, because he does a new theme each day. Mike, because you're on his show.
Gee, really? To tell.
Anyway, on Wednesdays he does YouTube talk and he breaks down a lot of these things. Like, these are the things you shouldn't be worried about. These are the things you should be worried about. And if you're not having fun, you shouldn't be doing it. I mean, honestly, let's just be fair.
That's a lot of it too. And if you're gonna spend all your time on YouTube being pissed off because someone disagrees with you about a freaking rumor, is just stupid.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. And that's the funny thing, right? So the news media was running cover about the Star Wars story, and I don't really want to go in depth on it, but like the fact that the Rey movie synopsis was out there in the world, and we basically had a breakdown of what the Rey movie was going to be, and if it surprised anybody at just how half baked that idea is, I'm sorry, that's Lucasfilm now. But you know, the fact that, you know, you see the media running cover for Disney saying, well, that's not entirely true, is like the ridiculous fact checks we were getting on stuff that was 100% true, with the exception of like one person in the equation. Like mostly false. No, it's mostly true. You know, they happen to get the person's name misspelled or something. You know, it's just very annoying. But as far as those rumors go, by the way, I really do truly believe, and I don't know about you guys, this is a good question for you. I really do believe that's the Star Wars film they want to make. Mike, what do you think? I mean, you hang out with EBN and everybody.
Did I hang out with everybody?
I know. That's what I just said.
I don't. Gets around.
I will take this. While I might not be a YouTuber, I might be arguably a YouTube man whore.
You might be the YouTube Village Bicycle.
Yes. Honestly, yes, I might be that. I might be that taco truck from which everyone eats in the neighborhood.
That's true, man. You are a vehicle of support. But regardless, what do you think about that rumor? Do you believe that this is the Rey film they want to make, you know, to create another stunning and brave female protagonist? Mike?
Yeah, Paulie right now sending me a text message. Here's what it says. This live stream is putting me to sleep. Jesus.
Thank you.
Really, Paulie? Let me look you in the camera. Do I not entertain you? Well, first of all, I'm not a YouTuber. Second of all, it's not our job to keep you awake. Third of all, you're texting me during a live stream, and you know how much I love that. Fourth of all, I'm Mexican, and I'm not even supposed to be a YouTuber or a live streamer. That one that makes no sense, but I'm going to throw it in there anyways. that makes absolutely no sense, but I'm going to throw it anyways. So, and number 5, you have a pulled hip rotator flexor muscle and you're in pain, and you should be on painkillers and not being on the YouTube. Go back to sleep. Stop it. Stop that right now. There we go.
Yeah, I think he was probably joking. But
that hurts my feelings.
I gotta hang out.
I got receipts. You want me to put them in the private chat?
No, please don't. I don't like when people do that. I'm now in good enough shape that I can get back to working out with Paulie. So hopefully we start doing that on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
You haven't been working out with him regularly?
I got started. We got started. Hang on.
I work out with Paulie 3 times a week. Do you know how much weight I've lost? Look, I'm still a fat fuck and I got room to go. But I'm just saying, I've lost 40 pounds in the last year and a half that I've been working with Paulie, and it's all for good. Like my blood pressure's low. I'm not taking insulin anymore. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That is so great. That's the best news.
And the thing about Paulie is, here's what he does. He mixes it up with yoga, strength work, and cardio. So like if you do 3 workouts, I do 3 workouts a week with him. Yeah. And we might do stretching yoga one time. Like if I go, like I did yesterday, yesterday I swam 2,000 meters, my bike 18 miles yesterday.
Yeah. And
so I did stretching, and then other days he'll do strength. And then the other days we'll get on the bag. Pow, pow.
What's great?
Pow, culture, pow. Look, you're going to be my bag. We're going to work out right now. Pow, pow. Pow.
Pow. Okay. I feel like my nose is sore. Stop it. But yeah, and to be fair, I do appreciate the fact that a lot of the stuff that we've been doing together when we've done it is a lot of the stretching and things like that, because my flexibility had gone out the window. I used to be carved out of wood, and then we got all sat on our asses for 2 years, and I got rounder than Charles Barkley. So
being a YouTuber and sitting on your ass and live streaming for 4 to 10 hours a day, or sitting at your computer and listening to people live stream is the absolute worst thing you can do for your health. Especially men. We're meant to walk and move around.
Yep.
We are not meant to sit in front of a screen and like chit chat all day.
Yeah, I have to tell you, you're not wrong. That's why I like to put my phone in my pocket, put the earbuds in, and listen to people while I'm working in the back, or I'm doing something in the shop, or I'm out doing physical stuff. And look at this. I mean, I'm really jealous of CC's world right now.
He's showing off right now. This guy.
I know.
This freaking guy's showing off. Look at this freaking guy.
Man, look at him.
Look at me. I'm out in the wild outback in Canada, and you city slickers are behind your microphones in your stupid studios in suburban or urban America. And I'm CC Karaoke traveling the great wild outdoors like a Western Ranger riding his Mustang on 4 wheels over there. I'm jealous.
Yeah.
It just occurred to me, you're talking about getting out and walking and exercise. And I mean, to each their own. Maybe if you love the city and you love to walk around the city, then that will inspire you. But for me, I'm not really much of a city person. So I found when I was living in the city, I never left my room because I didn't want to go into the city. But when I live out here and all I have to do to go outside is just open the door, which is right here.
This is a CrossFit cult. No.
It could be. You seem kind of like you got some muscular shoulder thing. Like, you know what? New show idea, new live stream.
Oh boy.
Okay, every Monday, Culture goes on the 6-minute daily, topless, and we chronicle the journey of you getting into rip shredded shape.
Okay.
Well, he's never going to get to 10K if he doesn't start tweeting out his live stream, which he did not do for this one.
Oh boy.
Members videos of Culture Casino working out.
Hey, maybe that's the bonus for the members is me exercising or building something, because I certainly haven't been on my DIY channel in a long time. I have hours of unedited me building a greenhouse footage that I haven't put up. I've got to get to that. I need more editors. I need more editors. I read specialists. I'm jealous of CC. That's beautiful. I know. I'm jealous too, man. He's living the dream. Living the dream. It's very strange to me that I can delineate between the fact that people call me CC and people call him CC. Right now, you have 2 CC writers indeed on the stream. One that's literally a writer because he's in his command chair there. But we got Alf for $5. Uh-oh, Mikey, Alf's here.
What? Get that? No, don't read that chat.
Mikey, you are a YouTuber. Also, what is your favorite window to jump out of?
Hey, you know what? My favorite window is any window I can. You know what? Hold on, I'm going to do this right now. Hold on.
Hold up.
Gonna go make me upset on a Sunday morning when I'm trying to hang out with my high roller friends.
Oh boy.
This guy is unacceptable. Bothering me in the morning. Hold on, we're gonna do this right now. I'm coming back, walking back. Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we heard you the whole time, Mikey.
All right, sorry. People,
it's fine.
Hold on, I'm gonna show you right now, you people. This freaking Alf guy for $5 super chat. All right. See that window right there?
Yeah.
Alf, you see that window?
Yeah.
Okay. You see this?
Oh boy.
You know what favorite window is? The one that you're about to get thrown out of. See? Here's Alf. There's the window.
Don't break the window.
Window, Alf. Window, Alf. Here, let's see if you go out.
Oh, well, I think you bounced off, but it was a good.
Whatever.
Look, it was well aimed. I have to say that took a lot of
shoot, now my camera
skills. I like
set with your $5 super chat, Alf.
It wasn't. I didn't super chat that.
No, I'm talking about Alf.
Are we gonna have to watch that clip again?
No. I'm gonna come up with a whole other clip. But look, let's be fair. That was a great throw, by the way, Mike. I feel like you should have played for the Dodgers.
Pow pow. I see what you did there.
Your kindness knows no bounds. Except for whatever $sign you chose to stop at.
There you go.
Dodgers.
Speaking of Dodgers, wow.
Dude, this whole controversy is painful because as an Oakland A's fan, I have a hate for the Giants. And since my Oakland A's generally on any given year suck, I have to rely on the Dodgers to beat the snot out of the Giants because when and if it happens from Oakland is a rare oddity.
I think once Oakland moves to Vegas, I think you'll be happier, Mikey.
I'm already pissed off all my Oakland fan friends. They're like, how can you support the move? I'm like, dude, I actually like the Oakland Coliseum. I've been going there for so long and been a season ticket holder for so long. I've always had an enjoyable time there. So I don't really understand what the fucking problem is. But I mean, I could go to games there another 10 years for all I care. Now, is it all like nice and pretty like all these other stadiums here and there? No. But you know what? It is a great time. Plus, I'm a season ticket holder. I park in the front. I have a gate pass. I go up the ramp. I'm at my seats. I'm at row 10, third base, behind the dugout. Paulie's been with me before. But as soon as they announced that move, we're going to Vegas. I'll tell you this much. The odds of me buying a place in Vegas, either a condo or a house, I think I'm going to go with the house, has gone up exponentially. Because if the if the Oakland A's move to Vegas like the Raiders, I will most certainly be a season ticket holder, and I will probably buy a house out there. And I will work out there for a month or two out of the year and go to games. And then I'll have tickets, and I'll have a pad. So, Culture, if you want to go, I'll give you tickets. You can stay at the house in Vegas. I'll probably buy the house in Vegas in 2000. And I think if they move in 25, I'll buy it the year before, or 2026, and I'll buy it the year before.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have a lot of opportunity there because the market there is on its way downward very rapidly.
So I'm just gonna wait for the market to keep sliding. I think in about 2 years from now, it's gonna be back down again. So.
Yeah. Speaking real quickly, we got our friend from Vegas, the Joker's Voice, for $5 says, "Hail Culture, 6 blowing kisses. Love your views, CC. MIM, that's you, Mike. Non-YouTuber with rabbit chicken tacos are the best. Hashtag keep talking." Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Hi, Joker's Voice.
He's awesome. Well, there. See. Yeah. Wait, you know what? I want to play this one. This is I know it's more than $3, but I don't get to play this.
You get to give money to a organization that sends food to children in other countries. You could have given $3 to a bum on the street, but instead you decided to give $3 to the guy that looks like a bum. Thank you for your generosity.
There you go. So thank you very much, the Joker's Voice. Joker Voice is a lot of places too. He hangs out often on Salty Nerd podcast channel, so that's fun.
Me and Joker Voice are the most consistent giving it, and then there's super chatters over there.
Oh man, I have to tell you that the SMP stuff is just great. Speaking of which, we got another member chat from our good friend Adam. Adam, who's been a member for 2 months here. I just want to say thank you for that, of course. Let's see. Hang on. Oh. Why can't I click on this? It's fighting me. I'm just going to read it. It says, you're all good. You had funny streams lately, like the one from Vegas when the music was loud. We could not hear you. And the one where Tom was high. Yeah, well, I've been enjoying having the streams lately. I appreciate your support, Adam, and thank you for being a member.
Is there a stream where Tom isn't high?
Tom Connors, Midnight Edge.
Yeah.
Why would Tom be high?
Why wouldn't he be high?
Anyway, our rate specialist for $1.99 says, "Why ain't any high rollers smoking cigars?" Well, I'm not allowed to smoke in the house.
My cigars are downstairs. That is a great idea. I should have brought a cigar up here. Doggone it.
Smoking is disgusting.
Yeah.
They're cigars.
Yeah, but have you ever made out with an ashtray?
No.
Yeah, but I don't smoke and then make out. Like smoking is the last thing I do before I go to bed and before I brush my teeth the last time. Like I wouldn't smoke a cigar and then bang a chick. That's disgusting.
Thanks for the $2 super chat, Irate Specialist.
Thank you. Yeah, that's really all I got. Thanks for your being kind and supporting the channel. Yeah.
Does this mean we can't be in love anymore, Six, because I smoke cigars? It's a tough question. I know. There's so many more amazing things about me than that one thing. Would that be the deal killer? I don't know.
We'll just have to do other things other than kiss.
Anyway, Alf with a member chat for 9 months. Alf's been a member for a while, Mikey. It says, Mikey, next time you throw me through the window. Wow.
Well, I got to stand up to do that. I'm on the live stream right now. I can't do everything.
Is that window open, Mikey?
No. break that window and throw them out. And I'm
In
not
case
willing
of fire with all those electronics you got
I'm not
surrounding
willing
you.
to, wait,
Yeah,
what?
right.
I'm not willing to break that window. Yeah, fire breaks out, and there's no way for me to escape unless I go out a window and break it. And I can't go out that window because that window is 2 stories up and then be ugly. I maybe could do that one and then end up on the roof, but then I'd have to break in and it would mess up my monitor. I might have to go down with the ship, everybody. I might have to go down with the studio.
Mr. Buttcrack Media sends a member chat. Member for 9 months also says, "Hey, all you wonderful people." Well, hey to you, Mr. Buttcrack Media. Thanks for being out there in the audience and your support of a lot of channels, including. I really appreciate that you're running your plumbing ad commercials over on WDW Pro's channel. Those are the best. Speaking of which, I should be on a video coming up here real quick with Pro. I think sometime today or tomorrow. I'm very excited about that.
Guess what time Culture is going to be on this next live stream?
Less than 12 hours from now.
In an hour.
Is that true?
Just in general, if I average it out, it's about an hour.
Thank you.
I'm your biggest fan. You know what? Maybe I'm not your biggest fan. I think I'm your biggest stalker.
Okay, well, I both are fine. I mean, just as long as you aren't sharpening a knife at the same time, I'm probably good.
When are you gonna come visit me? I can't wait to have you and Mrs. Culture Boss.
Oh, well, I'm hoping that on our swing to the east, we will be able to see you on our way to or from Orlando. So
You guys are swingers?
No. Where that's an idiom.
That's what he just said.
It's an idiom for to make it a part of a route, and when you travel.
That's how that situation's only happened to me a couple of times. The first time I didn't know it was happening until it was happening, and then I'm like, okay, let's. It's like not realizing you're on a roller coaster until you're like the thing comes down and they hit the, and then you go. Yeah, we're at it was in San Francisco at the W Hotel. My buddy and his girl were there. They called me down. And then they said, "Oh, so and so is asking about you. You should call her." They made me call her. She said, "Where are you?" And then I'm like, "Well, how did you know to come down to this room? Because I didn't tell you because before she was at my place the night before." And it was kind of like the 3 of them got together and decided they were going to have a Mikey party.
Oh, so
Yeah.
what, did you just pass you around?
Well, I didn't touch the dude. The dude's name's Carlos. Carlos could not touch me. Fuck that shit. But the other 2, it was game on. Yeah, I was. Yeah, it was like Mexican. Yeah, burrito day.
Okay.
At the party cafeteria at the W Hotel after the DJ house party in the main ballroom. Yeah.
Sounds like Carlos just kind of got left out of everything then.
No. The 2 girls rotated. It was more of a like. I got to ride the roller coaster. Then Carlos rode that roller coaster.
Oh, okay. So he got the sloppy seconds.
Then we switched roller coasters.
You guys took turns watching then.
Well,
and riding the roller coaster.
It was 2-on-1, then 2-on-1, and then it was 1-on-1. But then the 1-on-1, the girls rotated.
This is a public live stream.
What if you just closed your eyes?
I thought this was a members only. Uh-oh. Delete that. Cut that out. Culture. Rewind. Oh, God, I'm so embarrassed right now. Oh, my God. I thought this was a members only live stream. Oh, my God. God. I'm so embarrassed right
now. High Rollers is in the public. That's why there's like a zillion people watching you right now.
Oh, God. I can't come back.
And they're going to watch it. They're going to watch it on the replay.
Hold on. I'm going to change my name.
And I'm going to clip it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, clip that.
No.
Oh my! Well, on that note, I think that's a high point that we could that we could descend from on our way out the door, like that roller coaster Mikey was talking about. Wow, Alf for $5 says, "Mikey, why do you have an Alf puppet? You better not be doing naughty things." Oh no, Alf is concerned.
Okay, you know why I have so much Alf crap is because people have sent it to me over the last year. Like, since this Alf thing took off, I've got so much Alf crap. I got Alf this size, that. I got a bunch of Alf crap everywhere.
Just burn it. Do you have a fire pit in the backyard?
I don't have the heart to do it. It's like, I'm like, God, people spend money and they send it to me.
From people.
It's a gift. I can't do it. I just can't bring myself to do it.
Yeah, well, I just want to say thanks to Alf, and so does Mike.
Your kindness knows no bounds. Except for whatever $sign you chose to stop at.
Thank you very much. And of course, our rate specialist follows up with a $4.99 super chat saying, okay, changing the subject. Thank you. Says, I'm actually thinking about doing a YouTube video interviewing folks about their life and history in rural Florida. Any tips?
Yes.
Yeah, go for it.
I think that's a great idea for a channel. I think that's a fantastic idea. And and the thing about Florida, having lived there myself for nearly a decade, is that, and driven all over Florida, the people there is so much diversity of personalities in Florida. It's astounding. I think it's a great idea. Number one is sound and audio. I've noticed that in YouTube world and generally, it's like people can forgive bad video, but they don't forgive bad audio at all. And so what I'm going to recommend you do is invest in that wireless Bluetooth mic. You can pin it to your shirt and use that. And what that does is that'll connect to your phone. You can use your phone as the camera to do the interview, but what you got to do is you either got to have a wireless mic that you can literally put in people's faces so that the audio, is there, or you get one of those little things and then you pin it on them. And you ask them questions. You can have the phone next to you, and then the audio feeds in that way. Or you get a two-setter, and then you can have two of them do it, and you do it that way. But the audio is the most important. No one sticks around for interviews that don't sound clear, because in the modern age is that people aren't forgiving about sound. They are forgiving about video. So you could tape in 480 or 1080. You don't have to do everything in 4K or have some super badass camera. But you absolutely have to have decent audio.
Yeah, and and the thing Mikey's talking about as far as those mics go, I have right here, I have the best ones I've found so far. These are DJIs, and they are basically little lavalier lapel mics. They actually have the little fuzzy top that go on them. They can like clip to you. You can use a little magnet to hold them on you, et cetera, et cetera. But these mics in particular, they're not very big. They're this size. Right. And they're not terribly expensive either. I mean, they're cheaper than a studio mic, and you can operate two of them at the same time. So if you're literally interviewing somebody, they can wear a mic, you can wear a mic. It also has a backup ability where it can actually record at the same time that you're doing your video recording. But it just plugs into the bottom of your phone. You don't need anything more sophisticated than a phone, and you're off and running. Mike's 100% right. These are a godsend. So
it's an investment. I think the single set is the $220. The one you want, the one that he's got, is I think either $300 or $350.
Yeah.
But it is the most important investment you're going to make, and it's the only thing you really need. That is it. You get that, you are in with an iPhone. You're good to go.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, or an Android, either or. But yeah, and no, Mike's 100% right. 100%. What I like is that it is an investment, right? And it's something that you can benefit from even if you're not doing YouTube, because if you just filming people in a party or whatever, you've got great sound. And Mike's right. I mean, that's the thing everybody looks for, is great sound. So you can spend ridiculous amounts of money on a studio mic, or you can pick up a set of these, and I think you'd be really satisfied.
Yep.
CC, do you have any tips for him? Because you interview and have music people on your channel, different acts and different bands and stuff.
Well, okay. For a start, my camera is my cell phone, and cell phone cameras are getting great nowadays.
Yeah.
Since that's secondary to the sound, honestly, you could use your cell phone. I think that would be okay. Now, I did spend $1,200 on my mic. I don't think you necessarily need that, but I did.
Shit.
I use it a lot, right? Third thing, mute when you're not talking. I know Tom does this, and it's not always necessary, but if you want to just be dependable on anything you're on and doing, it's a really, really simple thing to have that hotkey, and you just click it and click it back on. And that way you don't have to worry about making like awkward sounds when you're not speaking, right? Whether it's coughing or something falling over or whatever and messing things up. And I guess the fourth thing, I use a program called OBS. And I've seen a lot of other people do it. It just lets you get more creative with your sound sources. I know, Culture, you use something completely different when I've seen you on karaoke. I don't know what it is, but you are presently muted, though you are speaking.
Oh no, you said mute, so I did.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
I actually use OBS Studio, so I'm using OBS
Okay.
Studio as well. Yeah, and for the very reasons you described, is you have an opportunity to bring in a lot of other outside sources, and it's why when we do karaoke, I don't need to have. I'm not dependent on sharing anything. I could just run my whole thing from my computer. And
You guys are getting a lot more complicated because that's all studio stuff, and I
Right.
think he's going to do interviews on the street, right?
And that's what I prefer, and that's why what Mikey said is 100% right. I got one more super chat to get to. Thank you, Irate Specialist, for that. I appreciate it. One last super chat from our good friend Scott Westbrook. As soon as I can get to it, there.
Okay, while you're doing that, I got a quick question for CC. CC, what microphone module do you use for your sound? Like what is your preamp or what's your
interface?
Your interface. I've been dying to ask you that for a year.
It's nothing huge. It's just a Pro FX6. Cost me a couple $100 at the local music store. Has
Wait, which one? The
XLR
Pro
inputs.
FX6?
Yeah.
Okay, because you have a very distinctive sound on that studio mic. I've been meaning to ask you for a year. Studio, and what's it called? The FX6. FX6. Okay, found it. Thank you.
Yep. All right. And Scott Westbrook for $5. Thank you very much for this, Scott. Says, hang on. Just because I don't get to send you a super chat that often. Well, thank you, Scott. You gifted a whole lot of subs the other day. Thank you for that as well. I appreciate the support between you, Irate Specialist, and of course, Alf and many others. You guys, I really do. Today was fun. I'm so glad I got a chance to do it with my members here. You guys, I have to tell you, you mean the world to me. All of the subscribers do. I appreciate the support. It's a great kindness, and hopefully we sit at 9,999 for a long time if I ever get there. So, because I don't think you guys want to see shirtless casino, but on that note,
I do.
It's happening.
It's gonna happen.
Uh-oh. Somebody's setting off the alarm.
What alarm? The house alarm? Go.
You hear it?
Your car alarm?
One of the cars. Yeah, one of the cars.
Well, your wife left, so you better go check that out. We should round out.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for having me, Culture. Bye, Six. Bye, CC. Bye, everybody.
That's crazy. All right, it shut itself off. All right, thanks for being here, everybody. Thanks once again. You guys are the best around.
You got another super chat.
Bring it. Dang it. I'm kidding. Thank you for the super. Morgan King for a Canadian $2 says hashtag get Mexican Iron Man to 100K. I'm behind this goal. Let's get him to 100K. Tonight is late night culture stream. We're going to try to keep it to 90 minutes.
Thank you, Morgan King.
On after Midnight's Edge, after dark, on after. Gosh, tonight's busy. We got a lot of streams tonight. All right, everybody have a great one. Love you very much.
Bye. See you in 6 months.
Bye. What? Go check out WW Pro's videos on AI. I just put it in the chat. Have a great day, and thank you.